call me Daddy Ed, but I ain't giving out no bread. It's nice. Okay, okay. What up, YouTube? Ed Pierce here. Welcome back to the show. And today, man, I got another story. You feel me? And this, like, I kind of spoke about this in the last series that I put up. After 15 years of smoking, you know, I stopped smoking after 15 years or whatever. You feel me? So I kind of spoke about it a little bit in there, but I really didn't elaborate on it. I said I was going to make a full video about it. So this is going to be the full video. So before we get started, you know, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more of my content. I got a lot of different content, you know what I mean, about my life, investing, different things I like doing, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that like button. Alright, boom. As you can see, the title of this video is my first time getting locked up. First time going to jail, you know what I mean? And just a little bit about me real quick, you feel me? I always been the type to try to get some money, you feel me? I started cutting lawns and raking lawns when I was young. My first job was passing out donuts at Audubon Park. I was like 13 years old, you know what I mean? That was my first little job. I forgot how much I was making. Probably like $5 an hour or something. The minimum wage was real low back then. But it was like $5 an hour or whatever. But my first real job was KFC. You know what I mean? I was 14 years old when I started working there with my cousin. So I always been about getting some money or whatever. And but I also would do a lot of different things to get some money. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Fast forward, you know, until I was grown. So I was 18 years old, whatever. I stayed working at KFC for a long time. I worked there from like 14 to about 17, because my 11th grade year I wasn't working there no more. I ended up getting fired. Did I get fired or I quit? One of them. I know I left and I ended up working at McAllister's Deli. But and that was my 11th grade year. But anyway, I'm saying all of that to say I always been about getting some money. You know what I mean? So that was my thing. So, alright, boom. I'm 18 years old or whatever. I had just graduated. I'm talking about just graduated high school. At the time, my son wasn't born, but my baby mama was pregnant. She had just got pregnant or whatever. So, but my son wasn't born yet. So, and I was still in Memphis, because, you know, I moved up to Baltimore and stuff, and I had, at that time, I was back and forth to Baltimore. I wasn't living out there yet. I would just go to Virginia or Baltimore or whatever. But at this time, I was still in Memphis. So, it was the summertime, and I always had a car, too. My first car was a Ford Taurus station wagon my mom had gave me, you know what I mean? That really wasn't my car, but my first official car that was mine was a Lincoln Town car. 90, like a 94, 95, 5.0 engine, you feel me? That junk was running. I used to floor that junk. Every time I was in it, I got that. My dad gave me that one because he ended up getting him another car or whatever. So I had the Lincoln. But I wrecked the Lincoln, you know what I mean? You know, my one thing about it, I always been pretty hard on cars, you know what I mean? So I wrecked that car, you know what I mean? I never forget it either. I never forget it, you know what I'm saying? Messing, but leaving my baby mama house. I had wrecked that car. And yeah, so I wrecked that car. Well, so I didn't even have that car, and I needed me a car because, like I said, I was 18, and I had signed up to go to this community college in Memphis, Southwest Community College. So I was like, man, I need me a car, you know what I'm saying, to get back and forth or whatever. So my cousin, you know what I mean, RIP to my cousin, because she passed like 2 years ago or whatever, and it was hard, real hard, because that was like my big sister, you know what I mean? But my cousin, her name Tab, you know what I mean? My cousin Tab, she had gave me, she was married at the time, and her dude had this old car to me, this old Galant. They just old, like a 96, you feel me? It was like 2008, 2007. So she had a 96 Galant, and I used to always be like, I wanted that car because it was kind of a little sporty looking car, you know what I mean? 4-door, so it had a little room or whatever, and it had a little automatic seat belt. You feel me? So I thought it was a cool car. I wanted that car, you know what I mean? So But he used to be like, man, that car ain't no good, you know what I mean? It's gonna need this, it's gonna need that, you know what I mean? But they eventually sold it to me, you feel me? So she sold it to me for $600, you feel me? $600 for the car. So I ended up buying the car, and shoot, I was happy. You know what I mean? I was happy about it. And you know what? My son was born, because this was 2008. And my son was born 2008. So yeah, this was 2008. I had been out of school for 1 year. So I was 19. I wasn't 18, I was 19. I just remember I was 19 because something just triggered it. You know, part of the story just triggered it. But yeah, because my son was still a little baby, real little baby. At the time, me and my baby mama was still on good accord. We were still talking or whatever. So anyway, so I get the car, paid $600 for it. And so I'm young, you know, we used to go downtown all the time. And like on the weekend, you know, you can party on Beale Street or whatever, even though we weren't 21, so we couldn't get drinks. But you still could walk up and down the street. And now they have like security, they badge, they IDing people as soon as you get in at the top and the bottom of Beale Street. But at this time, like, you just park your car and walk on Beale Street. So it was late night one day, and I always been a rapper. So I had a backpack full of raps, just full of raps. Plus I was in school too. Like I said, I was at Southwest. So I had my backpack in the car. I had some more little stuff and one of my computers and a laptop. And some other little small stuff. So it's me, my cousin, and one of my partners. We go downtown or whatever. And I ended up having to park my car on this little janky street, you feel me? This little back street in a cut, you feel me? So I parked my car over there or whatever, and we go on Beale Street. So we go on Beale Street, we having a good time. We weren't drinking or nothing. I'm smoking definitely. So we smoked a few, you know what I'm saying, blunts or whatever, you feel me? And so we down there, we turn up. We end up leaving about 1, 2 in the morning or whatever. I get back to my car, somebody done bust my window out. I'm talking about bust my window out, broken my car. Now remember, this is an old 1996 car, you know what I'm saying? And I had tinted windows that was already tinted, you feel me? So I'm like, why would you break it? I'm thinking in my mind, like, why would you break in this type of car, you feel me? But the folk broke in my car, the folk bust my window, went in the car, stole my backpack, stole the laptop. I was more pissed that they stole my rap, because I'm like, damn, nigga finna get ready to come out with my song, you know what I mean? So, yeah, they stole my backpack, stole my rap, stole some other little stuff, you feel me? Had my little weed in there, they took that. So, you know what I mean? And that was a good thing, you know what I'm saying, for what happened later on. So they didn't bust my window and stuff. So I called my mama, tell her what was going on and stuff. She was like, man, you want to get the car towed? I'm like, nah, I'm gonna drive it. She was like, you don't need to be driving that car with that busted window. I'm like, man, I'm straight. Now, alright, now let me tell you. Now, I bought the car, it was a 1996. Instead of me getting tagged, you know what I mean? I'm a hood dude. So I hit my partner, hey, you got some drive outs? I need some drive outs. So I ended up getting drive outs on the car. I didn't forget all about the drive outs. I'm driving with drive outs, not thinking about it. You know what I mean? So now it's me, my cousin, 2 of my partners, right? In a car with a busted window. Old car with a busted window, tinted window. So we leave it downtown, high as a bird. And so I make it to the hood, you know what I mean? I dropped them off or whatever. But my folks had already moved from the hood that I'm from. They in the South. So downtown to South Memphis, it wasn't that far. So I dropped them off in the hood. But see, I'm from North Memphis. So, but my folks had already moved from North Memphis all the way to the country, which was an hour away, like hour and 15 minutes away. And I could have stayed at my grandma's house, but I needed to get to the house. You feel me? I needed to get to the house. So I try to drive to the house. Now I'm green because I'm young. You know, I'm green to everything. I'm learning about life. You feel me? I'm learning how stuff go. You feel me? So man, I'm riding the car. I'm thinking I'm straight. Man, not even thinking I'm straight. I don't know what I was thinking. So I ain't have no more bud. So I'm driving the car. Now I drive the car through this city called Bartlett. Now everybody know Bartlett hot as a pepper. They taking you to jail. You know what I mean, man? I'm talking about you're going to jail in Bartlett. You feel me? But at this time I didn't know that because we lived in North Memphis, in Fraser or whatever. So we always drove through Bartlett to go to like Walmart, to Wolf Chase, stuff like that. You feel me? So, you know, I wasn't really thinking. My mom didn't ever get pulled over, so I didn't think I was gonna get pulled over. You feel me? Not thinking I got a 1996 Galant with tinted windows, and one of them bushed out. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm just tipping on through Bartlett. My next thing you know, woo woo. Them blue flashes come on. I'm like, dang, these folks didn't pull me over. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, I know they pulled me over because they window, but I'm straight. I'm good. So they pulled me over. They like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? You know, we pulled you over because you got these tinted windows and you got a window bust out. What's going on? I'm like, man, I was downtown. Somebody broke into my car. Woo. They were like, all right, you got, let me see your license. Let me see your registration and your insurance. I'm like, I ain't got no insurance, you know what I'm saying? I just got some drive outs on the car. So then I remember, I'm like, dang, I got these drive outs. These drive outs don't even go to the car. So they were like, where you get the car from? I like, man, I bought the car from a car lot. And they gave me the drive out. Cause my partner put the car lot owner, you know, he had figured it out for real. So they were like, oh, okay, they cool. Man, these folks done ran my VIN number. They come back to the car, they done ran my VIN number. They like, sir, you know, this car ain't been registered since 1995. I was like, damn. 95? I was like, what you mean? They said, sir, this car haven't had registered tags since 1995. And I don't see anything showing that you have bought this car. It's not showing